Happy Tuesday, Channel Surfers. It's Lauren and Dee from A Remote Reality with your 90-day Hunt for Love recap. And boy, do we have so many questions.
I have got to know who the boy with the pepperoni nipples is.
My guess would be Colt, but who knows? Is anybody sleeping with Rob at this point, or is he just self-servicing like at a New Jersey gas station?
He does not need to self-service, let me tell you.
Dee will help. She's your pump attendant.
I know. Shit. Tiffany and Elise gonna tear out Jennifer's hair.
You mean her hair extensions?
Yeah, for sure.
Are the Islanders going to believe that Cole is the culprit when it comes to rumors about Elise sleeping with Rob? I think so.
I have always thought that. I think I've even said it previously.
That man is stirring the drama.
What about Colt's broken leg? You think it's going to leave Usman with a broken heart?
Yeah, it's already starting to crack his heart. His broken leg done got him a girl. Let's hope we get some answers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think, Channel Surfers? Let's watch.
Remote reality. Yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host side by side. Channel Surfers. Let's ride.
So we're back in the jungle this week in the cenote. I like saying that, cenote. And question of the day, what is Cole doing? Did he hear this from someone, or is he making this stuff up?
I think that he's full of shit, honestly.
He's
sitting there, yeah, he was sitting there saying that he doesn't like rumors. He's not the kind of guy to spread rumors. Dude, you've been spreading them for the last 3 episodes.
Seems like the rumors, why not? They're making Rob look bad.
I know. And then he was like, I only said Tiffany to get Elise off my back.
Okay, so if Tiffany didn't tell you, Cole, are you making it up, or did somebody tell you?
I think he made it up. I said that a couple episodes ago. I'm like, I think Cole is making all of this up so that Jen will dislike Rob.
And
yeah.
You are not alone on this, because Jennifer is talking to Carlo and some mystery hot guy.
That is the guy that I was telling you, Liz, about on the first episode that I seen talking to Jen at the very beginning in the mask.
Because Liz and I were all about Jay, and you thought it was, I think his name is Chris.
I think it might be
Mystery
Chris.
Islander Chris.
Yeah.
We also have Mystery Islander Edwin popping up. Everyone's like, oh, you're making it so hot. I'm sorry, like, why are we, like, watching these loser guys when there's a whole bunch of other guys who could be losers that we could be getting to know?
There is, like, probably another 10 people on this show that we have not seen anything from, but, like, little itty-bitty glimpses. It's so frustrating, because I think there's actually couples connecting that we're not even seeing.
Well, lucky for them, it will probably work out since they're not being strewn across the television for us to, talk about.
Yeah, probably right. But
now, while Jennifer is talking to Carlo and mystery hot guy, maybe Chris is his name, and Usman, Elise walks up. She walks up, stands beside Carlo, between Carlo and Usman, and she's like, I think Cole is the one that's lying. I am starting to believe he's the one that made these rumors, not you. And because of that, I don't have beef with you anymore. You know what? Let's make a pact. No more fighting from here on out. Girls before guys, which we used to say chicks before dicks.
I just can't believe that we've gone 3-4 episodes now with these two fighting, and this is all it takes.
I think tequila is probably involved. Tequila it either makes you really, really love people or really, really hate them. So to me, it seems like they might be a little toasty and warm off the drinks, and they're having a love fest right now.
Apparently.
Let's make a pact. We'll never fight again.
I have a friend
Chicks
that's
before
like that.
Dicks.
Yeah, I have a
friend
friend
that's like that. We all have
that.
a friend that's like
that. They
that.
love everybody.
Channel Surfers, you know your friend that's like that.
Every group has that one friend. They love everybody. They go around kissing everybody.
Well, sometimes you have more than one, but
I only have one.
I've got a lot of friends that like tequila.
I don't have a lot of friends. That's probably my problem.
Now, even though I am not at all about porn stashes, apparently Chantel likes them too.
We are watching a connection that we did not even see coming here.
Not at all. Pornstache, aka Rocky, is trying to put the moves down on Chantel. He's like, do you think I'm sexy? Would you flirt with me? Which is a really weird way to put the moves down. Usually you want to like flatter the person that you're talking to, tell them what's nice about them instead of just be like, hey, what do you think about me?
He actually asked her if she would holler at him if she saw him.
She's like, I don't holler at anybody.
And he was like, would you give me the eyes?
She was giving him the eyes there.
She was giving him, they were definitely flirting big time in this scene.
And for all of those chicks before dicks that I feel like Chantel and Tiffany and Elise have been screaming from the beginning, she's just like, I'm just doing Tiffany a favor. She's got too many guys on her plate. Let me just help her out.
Let me just pick
take
one
this
off.
one. I'll just take this little Rocky.
I'm going to take this corner of your square, Tiff.
Here you go. Now it's just a triangle, girl. I got you. So, yeah, did not see that coming. If my Rob grew a mustache, he'd look like Dr. Phil. So maybe that's why I'm not into the mustaches. Bald guy with mustache. I don't know.
Yeah, she told him that she thought he was very sexy.
Nothing like that underbite. He looks like he's got a big fat wadded dip in his mouth when he talks.
I don't know. I don't find him attractive. And then
Not my type.
What was she saying?
But you know what? We aren't everybody's cup of tea either.
I'm definitely not people's cup of tea. I'm more of a shot of bourbon sometimes.
Ooh, I like that sting.
Yeah, I can do that sometimes. But she was saying something about being a seductress. And I was just like, what? Every date I've seen her, well, not date, but every interaction, the hot tub interaction, and then the date with Joe in the tub.
Hey, what about the kiss with Jennifer?
Well, that was probably the only thing that she wasn't awkward about.
That was steamy. I could feel the steam coming off of her undercarriage.
I know, but I was just thinking she is so awkward on all of her interactions with the guys to sit there and say that she's a seductress, call herself a seductress.
It's working for her.
It's getting her the attention, but, Joe is done moved on. He's not even paying attention to her.
The moves that we had back in our day apparently just aren't the moves nowadays.
I don't know what this is that these people are doing. I am really showing my age with this.
We're too old for this.
Oh, my gosh.
So we see the girls sitting together, and Elise is laughing, saying that Rob's nipples are big. And Jennifer says, I don't know. I think they're like sausages or pepperonis. I'm not thinking he has big nipples at all.
I thought they were normal man nipples. They did not look big to me at all.
If his are pepperonis, mine must be like balonies.
I mean, I've heard of people referring to baloney nipples, so I was thinking, okay, so were they talking about like the deli pepperonis that are like this big? That just looked like a normal nipple to me, normal pepperoni size. Right? Yeah.
I was like, his nipples look normal sized. I don't know what they're talking about. Jennifer, she's like, whatever. I like his nipples. But she says maybe we should go take a closer look at him because Rob stays out of the drama, unlike Cole, who makes the drama.
Exactly.
The next thing we see,
lo and behold,
I blame the tequila.
It has to be.
Jen is straddling Elise, joking about having a throuple with Rob. And Rob is just sitting there like, dude, what? What world am I living in?
What just happened? I'm
you guys, we're not supposed to eat the mushrooms that you find in the forest.
He was just laying there on his cabana, and the next thing he knows, he's joined by Elise and Jen, and they're just all over him, all happy-go-lucky, and he's just like, what is going on?
Yeah, he never thought Elise was going to talk to him again.
Never.
And Jennifer, he says, her and Cole have done this back and forth. She's just going to run off with Cole again. So, y'all, stay away from the mushrooms. They have snacks here. We do not have to snack on nature.
It's probably the tequila.
User's dream. Elise, right there in front of Rob, asks Jennifer if Cole has a small dick.
And Jen says, I don't know if he has a small dick, but he has a small dick energy. What the hell's a small dick energy? Is she talking about like little man syndrome?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about my dog little, anyway.
I think most people refer to it as little man syndrome
or Napoleon syndrome. No, there's like big dick energy. So let me think. Do you know who Nick Offerman is? So I tried to find some examples for D of actors she might know. If anybody knows any actors from like the 90s or maybe like 80s, early 2000s. Comment below, channel surfers. Help D figured out what describes big dick energy. She did not understand Nick Offerman or Pete Davidson. So
yeah, because so many of our listeners are going to know actors with big dicks.
It's not whether or not they have it. It's the energy. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners do know what BDE is. I'm surprised you don't.
I can imagine. How's that?
Well, you have fun over there. Do we need to give you a few minutes?
Let me go take a peek. I'll be back in 5, maybe 10.
So it's not about a peek. It's about the energy. It's like having the swagger of having a big D. Anyway.
A lot of confidence.
Yes. Like an easy confidence.
That makes sense.
And that's why Cole has small dick energy, because he's so insecure.
Well, that makes me wonder about Rob, because he's so cool and laid back. And he has BDE. He has BDE, Rob. Oh, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
So, for example, on this show, I think Jay has BDE.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Whereas Usman would have SDE, because he just seems so insecure. He is sitting beside Courtney with a group. They're taking selfies to send over to Colt to make him feel better while he's laid up, fixing up his leg. And he's just getting closer to Courtney in the pictures. And then he starts kissing her on the cheek, and she's not having any of that.
No, she doesn't like that. Every time she's trying to snap the picture, he leans in for a kiss. And he does it like 3 different times.
He's marking his territory. He's
sure.
like a dog just peeing all over her. This is mine, Colt. And then Courtney says something to him, which he interprets to mean, what, you want to take a picture without me? And then Tim jumps into the ring and he's like, look, we don't need to do anything to upset Colt right now while he's recovering, which, okay, Dr. Tim.
Yeah.
What business is this of yours?
You know, we don't want to upset him. He needs to stay positive. And, you know, frankly, Courtney has like been giving him wife vibes to Colt. And he goes on to explain why.
She's saying that she's his wife in the hospital. But Tim says, I would be really connected to somebody who took care of me. All right, that's great that you would be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney is nice and nurturing. And she even tells Usman, if you broke your leg, I would take care of you. But hey, don't break your leg, dude. You know, is she maybe getting those vibes we had last week that did Colt do this to get Courtney out of her date with Usman?
Yeah.
Are people just going to start breaking their legs for Miss Courtney?
That's an extreme. Can you imagine? Like, I would run from somebody that would break their leg to spend time around me.
I wonder if she's having those thoughts. Like, why would she say that to Usman? Like, don't go breaking your leg. I don't know.
Maybe she
Very
thinks
strange.
Usman actually would with his behavior right now.
With his C game.
Okay, maybe not a leg. Like, maybe he'd break an arm or finger or toe.
I was going to say a toe. A toe. You know what? Cole just needs to be a big boy. He knows that Courtney was talking to Usman. Maybe if he sees that, it will encourage him to get better soon. Get
True.
jacked up on some morphine and get his ass back over to the place. They only got 1 week left. Now, a week on the show could be a month of filming. Who knows? Like, well, not a month of filming. A week of filming could be a month of us watching this show or longer. But as far as the timeline, there's a week left for everybody to decide.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's going to accelerate some of the connections here, because they've been taking their time. All of them, I think, really.
Either accelerate or tank.
Good point.
They're going to stop wasting their time.
That is a good point.
Yeah. So we're going to get our 5 seconds of dating coaches and events coordinators basically explaining they were supposed to be building connections. Go for what you want. Don't just sit there and wait for it to come to you. And pornstash pipes up. He goes, all right, well, I went for Courtney. Chantel. I went for, who knows? He probably is going for them all. He went for Chantel.
Yeah. He feels like they got to know each other a lot better. And of course, you know, we saw him ask her out. So,
and then we take a little side trip over to the hospital where Courtney and Colt are getting ready for Colt surgery. Colt is sitting up in bed. He has on his robe, or what do they call those?
The hospital gowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
That tie in the back and have no privacy.
No privacy, but I don't think Colt's really concerned about privacy because he's sitting there, legs spread wide open while Courtney's filming him.
He's flashing her left and right. And she's even got like her little hand up in front of the video so that you can't see his junk.
Well, they blur it out, but she's going, Colt, no, like you're spread eagle to me. So here's where I come in on this.
This is going to be your gamer analysis.
No. If you thought a guy was like super hot and you were very attracted to him and he's talking to you and you're going to peek under that robe, what situation causes you to put your hand up and go, no, stop? Is it because it's small or is it because she's not really that into him? So I feel like if you're having this vibe, you're going to be looking. You're going to be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
right?
But you're probably not going to act like you're looking. Like you're going to keep it on the down low. Like,
but she's telling him to cover up.
True, but I mean, even if she wanted to, she probably knows the appropriate thing would be like, oh my gosh, cover up. When secretly she's wanting to see it.
I don't know. I wonder if this is telling us that she's not that into it. Because I would probably just act like nothing happened and
it could be the fact that she's also recording, so she might have been planning to take it and show everybody, or
she still took it and they blurred it out. Anyway, that made me question where Courtney really stands with Usman, because I thought that, ooh, no, Usman, you're flashing me. Weird reaction if you're real hot and heavy for somebody.
True.
Now we go to the beach. Tim, Carlo, and Rocky are playing frisbee. I thought this was pretty funny because...
Okay, I have to say something before we go any further. So
okay.
I'm a huge, I come from the 80s, teenage years and stuff like that. So this scene is like taken out of Top Gun. The scene of the guys playing football on the beach. Even the music is so similar. I had to do a double take and listening to it because it sounded so similar to the same song from the Top Gun movie.
It also gave me Baywatch vibes.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, we're watching this for, a few seconds. It's a lengthy time that we're watching these
but it
very
took you
muscular.
Back.
Yeah. But we're watching these very muscular, very fit guys playing frisbee. And then all of a sudden it pans over to Tim, who is... And I'm just laughing because he's just walking in his golf hat. He's got a tank on. He's not interacting with this frisbee play at all. He's with the group, but he's not necessarily playing it.
Well, and then the guys, Carlo and Rocky, like you see them shaving off their shirts, and diving into the water.
It was amazing.
And then slapping each other's butts. And then you see Tim going, I need to take a break and get some water.
When he hasn't really done anything anyway.
No. I am Tim energy.
Yeah, me too. But then he just walks over to everybody working out, and May is putting him to shame. Like she's climbing up ropes.
She's doing that gymnastic rope thing. And he says, you know what, Elise, she's drawn to mayhem like a moth is drawn to a flame. And I'm not about that life. I don't want that drama. And, I'm also interested in May. She's not what I usually go for, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to go for the nice girl who isn't going to just like I don't feel like May would barrel over Tim. I feel like Elise would just dominate him. I feel like Jennifer dominated him. May, I feel like, would be more of a partnership. And yeah, maybe that would be good for Tim, not to just have some girl that's going to steamroll him.
I think they would be. I would like to see them go out.
They would be cute. May is very pretty.
Yeah, she's very cute.
But she is very athletic, so they don't really have that in common.
Not at all. She'd probably beat him up if it came down to it. Like, I think she could whoop him.
I think he wants her to beat him, but maybe not up.
Well, what I meant. You know what I meant.
So one thing that Tim does have is a sense of humor. He goes up to Rob, who's just like easily lifting this barbell and doing preacher curls. And he says, sorry, Rob, your form is wrong.
I love his sense of humor. I
do
really
too.
do. I live for his clips every week.
Yes. You know what, Tim, you don't need to find love here. You don't need to feign that any of these people are going to work out for you. We're just here sitting like the Michael Jackson popcorn meme, waiting for your commentary.
Yeah, he could have his own show. That's how
Absolutely.
funny he is. It's hilarious.
That's why they keep bringing him back.
No doubt. I can see that. I can see why they would do that.
So now we're at the outdoor workout spot, and we have Rob, Jennifer, Chantel, Rocky, and Tim. They're just shooting the shit, talking about what's going on. Rob in a diary room, ITM, aside from, he's not telling this to the group, but he goes, you know what, yesterday it was so satisfying to see Cole go up in flames, for everybody to sit there and realize what a dramatic queen he's being.
Well, yeah, because he's been sitting there accusing him of all kinds of shady stuff for the last few episodes. And lo and behold, you're the one that's been lying. You've been spreading rumors.
No, it's not me, says Rob. It's you, Cole. You're the one that's being shady. And now everybody sees it. I really like Rob's shirt here, too. It's like orange and red, and it has like these stripes through it and these shadow palm trees. I thought it was a really cool vibe.
He could wear a garbage bag and look good.
He's like, no clothes necessary. Agreed.
Just saying.
Bring those pepperoni nips over here. You want some pizza, don't you?
I was getting ready to say I want to make some pizza.
All right, this is getting too cheesy. Now, Tim says to pornstash that he likes Chantel and Joe together because they're talking about, Rocky and Chantel are talking about how they're going to go out on a date. Tim just pipes in, well, I like you better with Joe. I don't think that Tim is feeling the pornstash either. He's my age. We're just like, this is weird.
No.
It reminds me of Reno 911.
Yeah, he's starting to make me feel like he's some kind of guidance counselor or something of the resort, you know?
Oh my gosh, yes.
First the stuff with Usman and Courtney about the picture, and now this. I'm like, Tim, dude, just stick to the funny. Stay out of everything else.
But I don't think he's like in the pornstash either.
Mm-mm.
So we have a date with Usman and Courtney and the guy that we think's name is Chris, and a pretty dead ringer for Stacey Dash from Clueless, who played Dee on Clueless, Dion. I've never seen her here before, but she's gorgeous.
She could be that girl's doppelganger.
Be your daughter. I mean, they look so much alike.
Absolutely.
And we have Dennis, the tour guide, who is going to tell them about ziplining. He's going to give them instructions. It's amazing. It's really safe. Now, Courtney is saying, look, I think Usman, he is successful. He's attractive. He has a career. I mean, what can we say for Colt about those things?
True.
She doesn't want to shut things off with him yet, just because she feels bad for Colt. And she kind of sticks to this like, oh, I feel bad for Colt thing. I think she's just feeling something other than bad for Colt. I think she's got it bad for Colt. And I don't know.
She just hasn't realized it yet.
I'm real confused because the whole cover yourself up, Colt, that was confusing.
I think
maybe she just doesn't feel it for any of them.
I think maybe she feels it for both of them. She's just confused, but I think she doesn't recognize her feelings for Colt. I think that they're getting confused as friendship.
Well, and now Usman is chasing her. Colt is playing it cool. It's like she wants the harder challenge.
Well, that happens with a lot of us sometimes.
Well, it happened at the beginning of this episode, too, when Usman was acting like he didn't know her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then as soon as he started showing interest, she pulled back. It's like maybe subconsciously she's not ready for a relationship.
Their whole dynamic has been confusing to me because they said in the first episode that they had spent a week together. So I don't understand this behavior with them, like they don't know that much about each other.
Usman saw this before where he showed her attention and she pulled back. So he was going to pretend not to know her. Maybe this is a repeated pattern. But anyway, Courtney is terrified of the zip line. I feel that.
Not me.
Dee was like, this would be so much fun. Have you ever gone ziplining?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it.
I've been. I mean, we used to live near Charlotte, Dee and I. And have you ever been to the Whitewater Center?
No.
Yes. Well, they have ziplining there. But I also went in Costa Rica. And this so much reminded me of when we went ziplining in Costa Rica. My husband and his family, we went there for Christmas back in 2017. And It was terrifying. I am scared of heights. I was hugging the trees. Like, you see the poles there. I'm like gripping onto that. I got about halfway through the course, but like Courtney, I'm sweating, like I'm having heart palpitations. I ended up getting in a little like 1990s truck with our dentist and riding back to the start because I couldn't finish the zip lining. It was too much. And I'm just like Courtney. I'm analyzing it. I'm like, that's touching the trees. Why wouldn't I touch the trees?
She doesn't like anything about this stage. She's not an outside person. The furthest that she wants to go outside is just, sitting on the beach with a cocktail.
I feel her. Courtney and I would have a fun time on vacation.
Yeah, I would do the zip lining, but I'd also sit on the beach with the cocktail.
I might need to sit on the beach with the cocktails a little bit before I did the zip lining because
little liquid courage.
It made my stomach like a little bit knots just watching this. It just took me right back to Costa Rica.
I was laughing because she goes down the zip line and she is screaming and cussing because they're bleeping the whole time that she's on it. And then Usman gets on it and he goes and he's woohooing and he is just loving it. And the two of them, it's like complete opposite experiences down that zip line.
Oh, yeah. No, you're Usman. I'm Courtney on this thing. Now, Usman, he's telling her, don't feel scared. And then the Chris, I guess his name is Chris guy, is like, oh, you can be a strong, independent woman. I feel like I'm a very strong and independent woman. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to sit there and try to logically rationalize the safeness of a zip line before I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with strong, independent woman at this point.
Now, Usman, he's ready to talk to Courtney. He feels like she's investing too much time in Colt and he doesn't understand it. And it absolutely makes sense. He says, Courtney, I am putting effort and energy into pursuing you. And he's not getting that same energy back from her, but he sees her giving that energy to Colt. So he wants to know what's going on.
Well, it's a valid point.
It absolutely is. And she is dodging these questions. He is directly asking her, would you ask Colt out? He has to she keeps dodging it to the point where he goes, well, what if Colt asked you out? Well, he's not going to be back. That's not what I'm saying. Hypothetically, if he's back here and Colt asks you out, Courtney, what are you saying? And she goes, well, I would feel bad for him, so I can't kick him while he's down. Girl, you could nicely tell him I'm not interested. What, you're just gonna like build it up and kick him down later?
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, do people actually do pity dates? Like, is that a thing or something? Because that's what it sounded like to me. Like, okay, I would do a pity date.
An excuse because she can't be direct with Usman the way he's being direct with her. And then she kind of comes out, okay, well, we have fun. Like, he has to like drill this out of her. He's like pulling teeth to get this out of her. And he's like, do you think he's attractive? And Court says, yeah, I think Colt is attractive. Usman's like, okay, all right. Like, well, thanks. I had to beat it out of you, but I know where you stand. I have to let you feel how you feel. But just so you know, I don't like you. I love you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Whoa.
She literally took a step back.
Is this because he has competition now?
This is what makes me think that there's a lot more to their relationship than the show is letting us see, because they
told us. They just didn't tell us.
Right. So this is why I'm thinking, maybe there's a lot more of a connection that they have had previous to the show. I don't know.
Think so. I think that we've got another Cole or another Elise situation where he wants what he wants and he's going to say whatever he has to say to get it. I don't think it's a bad intention. I don't think that he's doing this maliciously, but I think he really thinks that he loves her. It hasn't been enough time. And you guys are dating other people. You're not in that intimate spot yet where you're going to love someone. But I think he's feeling it. And I think he's feeling it more because of the competition. He doesn't want to lose that chance.
Well, yeah, because what was it, a couple episodes ago where him and Colt were talking and he was like, she would never be interested in you. And if she's interested in you, then, he took it as an insult that if she would be interested in the two of them together.
Which isn't really fair. I mean,
No.
I've definitely dated all kinds of types. I don't have like a type.
But that's just Usman's perspective and how distorted that it is.
Well, he's just having trouble believing that he doesn't already have Courtney in the bag.
Well, I think he views any interest that she has in Colt as an insult. That's the way
And they're very different. It's successful. He has a career.
Mm-hmm.
He's independent. And Colt lived with his mom half of this 90-day franchise. So, yeah, Courtney, she doesn't know how to react. I don't know how to react. It's I don't think it's malicious, but I think he is trying to get her more involved in him by saying, look, I love you. And then when she was saying that she feels responsible for Colt breaking his leg,
just because he came out of her house, that just no.
Were they trying something freaky?
I don't know. Maybe
they're trying to do something crazy.
Maybe there's more to that story than we actually know.
What in the rain that they slipped on? Tim is so freaking funny.
I know. He's hilarious.
So there we go back to the outdoor workout area, and Jennifer suggests to the date with Rob. And Rob goes, well, no one can say we're trying to hide it now. And they're like, well, who's going to tell Cole? And they kind of point to Tim.
Rob looks, Jen points.
To be fair, Tim probably would go and tell him. But
yeah,
he goes, you know what? I want to formally welcome Cole to the Jennifer's Heartbreak Club, and I'm sure Rob will be right behind him.
I know. He's like, I'm going to keep an eye on Cole because as soon as he finds out, he's going to unhinge.
And then we see a bunch of the Islanders sitting down under a cabana. You see Rob and Jennifer. They're standing on a staircase. Very close, canoodling. Jennifer has on these really cute beach pants. They're
she
like
looks amazing
lacy.
in it. She looks amazing in everything.
So cute. Cole and the boys come walking up. Chantel is like, oh gosh, does he? Oh, he sees it. He sees it. And he comes up and sits down and he goes, I'm not getting the respect that I should have. I'm sorry, what respect? Like, she told you she's dating other people. And then he says, I need to redefine where we're at. Okay, good. She has been trying to get you to redefine that the whole time. Literally, you went to the therapy and they're like, dude, you're dating other people. That's why you're here. So this is what it takes for you to finally like get it to click and redefine it.
Yeah, he's somewhere completely different in his head than she is. And it's been that way the whole time. He is treating this like they're in some kind of monogamous, committed relationship. And every time she talks to Rob or does something with Rob, he sees it as disrespect. And it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't think he's used to competition.
No, because he is cute. He's not as cute as Rob. And his personality, in my opinion, just makes him uglier. But whatever.
Now, May, she seems to be fishing around, though. She's like, hey, Cole, what are you thinking about doing now?
I thought May was fishing for a little date. Where do you think you're going now? You know, with this gorgeous
you see me climb that
rope?
I can climb you like a tree.
Yeah, but she had this gorgeous little smile on her face, and she was just all, you know, hint, hint. Okay, Cole, ask her. She wants you to ask her, for crying out loud. Don't make her fish no more. Don't make her put some worms on that hook.
He's all in his feelings. He's just hurting about this whole Jen situation. Like, okay, you wanted it in your face. You didn't want it to be a secret. There it is, buddy.
Deal with it.
She's been telling you that she's dating other people. You wanted more. You wanted more disclosure. Well, there it is in your face. Now, how do you feel? Now you can redefine it. Maybe she needs to do this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So the episode wraps up with Courtney talking to Usman. She doesn't like the pressure of having to make a choice. She finally just spits it out. And she says, I'm not ready to define a relationship either way yet. So it took all of this beating around the bush for her to finally get it out and say, look, I'm not ready. She doesn't want to hurt anyone. What's going to hurt more is sitting there and not letting them know where you stand, letting them decide that in their heads, and then coming from completely out of the blue later on down the road when you make the decision. Like, I think it's great that she's letting them know, or Usman at least, I haven't decided yet. Yes, I think that Colt is attractive. Yes, I'm trying to feel this out. I'm not ready to define this with you. The way that she is trying to let him down easy, though, I don't think that's going to help keep him from getting hurt.
No, I think sometimes just, take the bull by the horn and just say it like it is and let people deal with the responsibility of their own reactions and feelings to something.
Good point.
I'm not going to focus on someone else's feelings when I'm trying to protect my own feelings or my own peace, and doing that just never gives you peace.
And they're dating. They're not doing anything wrong. That's what they're here for.
Right.
And nobody says that has to be Usman or Colt. Like, the love of your life isn't necessarily on this island. Everything's a possibility, really.
That was the whole point, to have those possibilities.
So Usman, I think he knows where she stands now. He's not having to be in his head trying to determine it. And he seems to take it really well. I mean, he's like, yeah, those are your feelings. I'm glad I know where you stand now. And we'll just get to know each other while he heals. And, your decision's going to be your decision.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
She doesn't want her to pick him just because Colt got hurt. I mean, Colt getting hurt shouldn't be the reason that somebody decides to date you. They need to figure out their feelings and figure out what they want first.
Yeah.
So, very mature answer, I think, from Usman.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not usually a big fan of his.
I'm not saying I'm jumping on the Usman train.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I usually don't have a lot of good things to say because he says some of the stupidest shit sometimes. Usman.
Well, it wouldn't be a great show without these great cast of characters.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. We wouldn't have anything to talk about if they were all vanilla.
I know. Well, that's it for this week's 90-Day Hunt for Love. We will be back next week with the 90-Day Hunt for Love. I will be back later this week with Mama C with the Big Brother veto ceremony. That's on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we'll have the live eviction. How's life been treating you, Dee? We haven't really talked about anything but the podcast. I'm going to the beach next week.
I have a very vanilla life.
See, I went to Costco yesterday with my son and a girl from his class and her mom. And we both found out that we played kickball together at the same time. And we both like Mexican food. And today we're going to go over there and go swimming. And then we're going to go out for Mexican food.
Well, that sounds fun.
We had a good time yesterday. We're going to go hang out after I pick them up from daycare today. But yeah, that's that. Watching TV and doing the law stuff. That's what we've been up to. It's been hot here. It was 107 yesterday.
Oh, and the heat index is even worse.
We were going to record this last night, but by the time I got home, I was worn out from the heat.
Yeah. It was.
The humidity is like 72. We're like in a sauna here. Anyway. All right. Channel surfers, don't forget, join our Facebook group. Make sure you leave us 5-star reviews and a comment on Apple Podcasts. Those are the two ways that you will enter to be in the drawing for we want to thank you for giving us a chance. So we're giving you the chance to win $50. We're going to do those two drawings. But of course, we appreciate any subscribes on YouTube, podcast. We've been doing this for about 3 months now, and we are enjoying it so much. But that helps the algorithm. It helps people find us. We always get so excited when we see how many people are watching our shows or viewing our videos, and we love when we get comments. So definitely comment. Let us know what you think about this show. Where are your thoughts on 90-Day Hunt for Love? Whenever we get comments, we like to interact with the people who are commenting with us. So come on in, talk to us. Let us know what's going on. And we will see you soon. All right. Bye, Channel Surfers.
Tune in, don't delay.